Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the Magic Roundabout, we've got a Lone Star Leyland tipper. This is a small scale. And this is for the DMC challenge for this month of November, which is called More Than 4, meaning more than 4 wheels. So this is what we got. We're going to attempt to do this Lone Star. This is the first for me. I've never done a Lone Star before, so let's get it off the bench. Get it off the bench. Let's get it off the Magic, get it on the bench, and have a good look at it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see what this one's all about then. Lone Star Commercials, made in England. Leyland. Tilt front. I'm not sure what goes in there. I ain't got a clue. Probably an air filter or something. I don't know what's in there. I ain't got a clue. Right, okay. So, it looks like we've got one rivet. So we'll have a look. See if we can quickly drill that out. Hopefully it won't take too long. See what we got there. And my screwdriver. I'll lift up the plate. There you go. One plate. No problemo. Okay, so that's the plate. Get rid of the axles. Now what we've got here. Got the cab tilts forward and comes off. Straightforward enough. And this piece lifts off at the back. Come on now, I thought you can lift off at the back. It looks like it comes. That's tricky, isn't it? Not quite sure about that. Okay. That's different. These posts are hammered square. Look. Those posts are hammered square. I thought you might be able to just do that, but I'm going to have to grind them off. If you can see, if I get it close enough, you'll see what I mean. Look. See, they're square posts. These have been hammered down square, so they sit on, so I'm going to have to grind them off. You can't lift them up, you have to grind them off. That's a shame. Okay, that's that then. What do we need to do with that? And we can't get this interior out without shifting that bar. So, here we go. Here we go. We're at 2 problems already. So I have to grind that, make that slot bigger in there and in there to pull this bar out to get this interior out, because it won't come out otherwise. It's stuck behind there, look. I don't want to force it out, no, because it'll probably break it. So I need to run a file or something in there to lift this bar out. In turn, let the interior out and the glass. And here, I'm going to have to grind some of these posts off to try and get them out. I don't think they'll pull out. If I went like that, I doubt very much they'll. Oh, hang on. Oh, here we go, look. Oh, that's good. Well, that's better. All right, and that's off then. And that's off. Oh, that was good then. That's just a push fit. Ah, lucky. Not so lucky with this though. If I push that, it's not going to go. Nah, it's not going to go. I've got to get this out. And it's tight in there, so I'm going to need to widen that slot slightly, and I can't really do it with the screwdriver. I don't think it's not going to work. quite a big slot there. So it's going to widen then. And then glued back in. Right, let me get on with that then. Okay, found out. Right, on this bar, that end's pinched tighter than this end. So one end is pinched tighter, real tight, and the other one's not as tight. So if you look very closely, you'll see one. So I managed to file just jiggery pokery a little bit on the edge there, and just lever it up, going through this way, and lever it up and out, yeah. And then it just pulls out that side. See, this side's pinched more than this side, so that's got that out. So then this interior should come out. So should the glass. So that's okay. The glass is okay. And the interior is okay. So we are now stripped. That was a little bit more complicated than I expected it to be honest with you. I thought it would be straightforward. But, you know, nothing is these days, is it? See? There you go. Anyway, stripping time. Alrighty then. That's all the paint stripped off. All the parts. There we go. Nice and clean. No real issues. Just the base. Tip of bed. Chassis. No real issues with that. Didn't fall apart on me, which was good. So, methylated spirit. Excuse me, I need painting. That's blue, obviously. That's yellow, silver, and yellow. I'll use a signal yellow on this. And with most yellows, I use a white primer, if I've got any left, that is. And I'll use that white primer and then thin coats of yellow, a couple of thin coats, and then hit it with a wet coat. Let the yellow settle into the paint and then go for it. So onwards and upwards, let's get the methylated spirits on, let's get it painted. Right then, everything's painted. The chassis, I've painted the foot plates, just painted the engine black, one lot of detail on there to do much with. Back bed's painted, and the base plate painted, and the cab I went ahead and painted it, and I did the details as well. It's got layland written on the front there. I managed to just about get that in. Now I did look on Google images for this truck, and I had a job to find one with the same cab as this. Gas turbine is what it came up as, and these are painted black. That and that is all painted black. The bumpers sometimes were colour coded with the chassis, but I didn't know that at the time, so I would have done it blue. But it's fine like that, with lights at the bottom, indicators on the side. So there you go. We'll get the mat out and then we'll assemble it. I've got all the bits cleaned up, ready to go. Excuse the noise, it's raining outside on top of the shed. So I'll get the mat out and then we'll get assembling it. Alrighty, the mat's out. Right, glass. We'll drop that in first. The interior, all nicely cleaned up. We'll drop that in. So we'll drop it in, we'll get it in. I think the steering wheel's holding her up. There you go. Yep, that's it. Now we got this bit to put on. That goes like that. The bar should slide in that end. It did a moment ago. And it should push down on there. Okay. Well, that ain't working, is it? What have I done wrong here? Come on, chaps, what have I done wrong here? Oh yeah, the base plate will hold it on, won't it? Yeah. Yeah, that'll hold it on. What am I talking about? Stupid boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the base plate will hold that on, won't it? Yeah. I thought there was something going wrong there. Thought we had a bit of a cock up. But we haven't. Yeah, that goes in there, that goes in there. Yeah. That's it on like that. Right, I was going to stick a bit of super duper on there to hold that in place. Right, give that a minute. Give that a minute. I should give that a minute. I should back a sec. Okay, should be okay now. Right, I think the next stage will be get this back in. This pushes through those two slots at the front of the cab. Well, that's how they came out, you know, so hopefully they should go back in. One, two. Buckle my shoe. Have we got that right or have we got it wrong? Yeah, then that goes on like that. Yeah. Okay, right, so that's that on. Get this off again. This is what happens if you don't do a drawer run. Should have done a drawer run, shouldn't I? But I didn't. Right, axles. One, two, yeah. Okay, and then this goes underneath the back. Should drop on there. It's over the rivet. Sticks out through the back there. Cab tilts. So now, because I'm not going to put a rivet in this, I'm just going to glue this. So I'm just going to glue it. Alrighty, we'll leave that set up for a momento, and then we'll get it on the Magic and we'll see what it looks like. See you in a sec. This is what we started with. Lone Star Leyland tipper. Seriously chipped, play worn, as you can see. Well, now have a look, see how we did, see how it turned out. Have a look at this. Have a butchers. Here we have it then. The DMC More Than 4 challenge for this month of November. And this is a Lone Star tipper. A Lone Star tipper. Quite a nice little wagon actually, to be honest with you. Signal yellow and a blue. All cleaned up, all windscreen cleaned, interior cleaned. As you can see, got Leyland on the front there, which was stamped into the casting. Managed to get it out. yeah, this is another first for me, my first Lone Star that I've done anyway. Quite a nice little model, bit of detail, tilting cab. Yeah, so this completes this month's challenge for the DMC Diecast and Modelers community on Facebook. So if you fancy a pretty straightforward challenge every month, nothing too difficult, nothing too specific, just head on to the DMC. Good bunch of lads on there, you know. There you go. Look forward to your comments, and I'll see you next week with another restoration. See you later. Bye for now. As you go around, quite nice. This display well in the old cabinet, along with the small stuff that I've done. There you go. One more look at the front end. And cut.